Okay, we'll call the April meeting of the Park Board to order. Start with a roll call to my left.
Larry States. Tom Prickett.
Tim Lentz.
I'm Ed Marks. Of course, we have some guests in the audience this evening. Everybody had a chance to look at the minutes from last month's meeting.
I make a motion we approve the minutes for last meeting.
Any changes, any corrections, anything?
Let's
We have a
see.
motion to approve.
I'll
Is there a
second.
second? And all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
So I can't vote twice. I've told you that before. I do have a copy of the claims if anyone's interested in seeing them. I'm going to have Nancy kind of give me a list of them so we can have them back if we could start doing that again, please. Please. That'd be great. Tim, we're moving pretty fast. We're up to the director's report in 30 seconds.
Okay.
We're ready for you.
Fitness passes or for the month of March was $1,290. Year to date, that's $5,735. Group exercise total for the month was $260. Year to date was $1,305. The combo was $85 for the month of March. Year to date, $600. And then senior passes, which we are really starting to take off with our senior activities and group, was total $625. Year to date, $1,810. And I did some quick number crunching. Year to date in the exercise fitness, all categories, we've done 9,450. And then I looked back year to date for April last year, it was 4,766. So we've almost doubled what we did last year.
That's
at this
awesome.
time.
That's awesome.
So we're really excited. I got some information today that Shape Express on Emerson closed down. So I'm offering any of the members over there to transfer over here for a very low, reasonable price, and we expect to pick up quite a few new members from that too. Our Hornet Park room rental fees, we had 1,350 for year-to-date, 5,867. And then, Andrew, did you want to give the park shelter, or do you want me to go ahead and do the park shelters? I'll go ahead and do it.
You go ahead.
We had 12 shelters reserved in March for $1,050, and the year-to-date total for shelters is $4,450.
Actually, it was
That'd be
21 shelters, right?
21 shelters, yes. And I'll be glad to answer any questions if you have them.
Any questions for Tim from the board?
Oh, sounds great.
Thanks. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, Tim. Andrew, you want to fill us in on your business?
Just recently, Friday and Saturday, we started working on the Sarah Bolton diamond there. We had several volunteers, some from girls softball, some of the high school players and their dads and things out there, and just about have that field complete. We've done some good work there as far as the drainage goes on the field, and we've got the brick dust in, and tomorrow we're looking to finish that up, and the boys are looking to play tomorrow afternoon on that field. Also, we talked about the glass block on the north bathroom last meeting. That glass block is now in, came out really nice. And we don't have the barbecue grills just yet. That's something else I need to order. And we started mowing grass. That's about it, really.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Andrew? I can tell you that I was down there Saturday morning when they were starting to work on the baseball diamond, and
You left?
I did leave. They did a lot of work, and then I went back Saturday evening and saw it, and it was like, holy cow. You know, well, I was there for the important part, the start and the finish. It really, really looks great, and the kids were down there practicing tonight on it, so it's huge improvement
Awesome.
on the field. So it's good work. We thank you guys for that. We really appreciate the volunteers that were out there. It was pretty cold Saturday morning, and was not a fun time scraping and leveling, and hopefully we filled in all the rain holes, the small lakes that we had. We'll see when it rains. how it looks, but it's in a lot better shape than it ever has been before, so that's that. Nothing under unfinished. Under new business, I have two things. One that was not on the agenda for you, an announcement.
Post that too.
Yeah, we'll post it here. City of Beech Grove Arbor Day Tree Planting Ceremony, Friday, April 27th, 2007 at 10 a.m. They'll start out or gather at the Beech Grove Fire Station number 2, 1200 Albany Street. I don't think you need to bring your shovels, but you probably ought to bring your gloves. And you're more than welcome to show up and help plant some trees. Dave Miller will be kind of
Yes.
in charge of that for taking care of that. I'll pass this around for you guys to see, and then Nance, I'll give it to you. We'll post it here at the community center if anybody's interested in it. The other topic that was on the agenda under new business is the skate park in Sarah Bolton Park. And after doing a little bit more research on my part, it's not necessarily the skate park that concerns me. It's just the overall use of the park and some things. I've been down there just about every day, at least once a day, different times, to the point of there are people there that recognize my vehicle. So I have to kind of change the way that I do things. There seems to be several pre-teenagers and teenagers that are congregating in the shelters, which is okay. 10 to 15 kids. It seems to be the same kids all the time. I haven't witnessed any vandalism or anything while I was there, so I can't, say that they're doing anything wrong. Wrong. But it's just the use of the park, and it's open to everybody. We just want everybody to treat it like it's theirs. It is theirs. It belongs to everybody. Handle it, treat it with respect, take care of it. Please don't do any vandalism. We kind of put this out every year for everybody to take care of. Really only one or two of the kids that I've seen out of this group have skateboards, and only one or two of them have bicycles, so it's not really the skateboarders or the bicyclists that anybody can point fingers to. It just concerns me with some of the things that are going on down there in the park after hours or during the hours when there's nobody there to watch them. I'm sure that during the season, when it gets warmer and there's more people in the park, things are going to change course. Tonight there were several softball teams, or one or two softball teams down there practicing, and the boys were down there practicing baseball. So that kind of helps, more visibility. Andrew and I have talked about some lighting, and we're going to do some investigation into putting some different lighting in there. Everybody's doing a lot of hard work to get the facilities up to the standard that we want and expect, and we would like for everyone to take care of those and be responsible with that. There was another picnic table in the creek on Saturday. Those are not easy to get out. I'm not real sure how they get them in there other than dragging them and throwing them in. But
15 people.
yeah, I'm not sure, but that's just not the kind of things that we want to happen in the park, have happening in the park.
We can bolt them down if we have to.
And we've actually discussed that, anchoring the tables down, deciding on a fixed pattern, and
That'll be
bolt them
it.
down. And we'd hate to have to do that. We'd like to have the flexibility for anyone that rents the shelters to be able to put the tables in any configuration they want, but if we have to anchor them down, we'll anchor them down. It's just, there's a lot of hard work that goes into the property, and we would really, really expect everyone to take care of it and treat it like it was their own. There's going to be some work on the bathrooms that's going to be finished up. The new partitions are in, and the Girl Scouts are going to come in the 21st, 22nd, and do the painting that we talked to them about last year. They volunteered to do it as a community project, and they're going to come in and paint them. If they don't finish them that weekend, they'll do them the next weekend, which is also the 21st is also the duck race, so there'll be a lot of people in the park down there at that time. And I just like for it to look good and make a good showing of the park property. I don't think there's issues in any of the other parks. I don't think the vandalism is to the level. The picnic tables look pretty darn bad at Sarah Bolton Park in the shelters. They've been painted on and scratched and written on. It's going to take a lot of work to clean them up, but we'll get them cleaned up before the rental season starts, because that's, it's our responsibility as the Parks Department to make it respectable and make it, usable for everyone, so that everyone can use it. The key there is everyone can use it. So I guess more than any discussion, and if you guys have anything to add to that, I just kind of wanted to put that out there so that everyone, hopefully, I know that everyone in Beech Grove watches this.
Right. Some of the skateboarders are having trouble with being harassed by some of the people that are playing basketball.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's an older crowd, younger kids skating, and they park their cars and walk through, or walk,
Yeah, they walk through the skate
Yeah.
park.
And I was asked if we could put a fence up on the back, and I'm going, I don't want kids trapped in there.
Exactly.
It's gotta be open. You gotta have it open.
Well,
It's unfortunate about all of it, but if everybody would just chill out, do your thing, leave everybody else alone.
and use the facility the way that it's supposed to be
Exactly.
used. Don't abuse it. Be respectful of other people. I will expect that from anyone. If there's people down there picnicking, we're going to expect everyone to be responsible and respectful of all that too.
Well, I'd like to see the group of the people that picked that picnic table up.
Somebody's sure doing it.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
It's
how
not the
many there
first time,
was.
and I don't in any way want to say that I think it's the 10 or 15 kids that are in the shelter, because it's not the first time that a table's ended up in the creek.
But it takes more than one.
It does take more than one person. If you can, you're more than welcome
But
to
unless
try to
there's
move
one
into
guy, I
those.
wanna
if you
see
want.
him.
Yeah, we'd like to see him.
I'd like to see that
But
one guy.
if you're on
It ain't me or you.
if you're in the park
That's
property and you're using the property, just pick up your trash and make sure that it's in better condition than it was before you got there, and have a little respect and think about the people that are going to come in behind you. And that's really all I have to say about the skate park. I didn't mean to identify it as the skate park. I did, because that was, my first inclination. However, it's not the skate park, it's the park in general.
But that's
so
where your sweat is devoted to right now.
That's okay. I just want a nice park, and I think everybody wants a nice park, so. Any further comment from the board? No? Anyone have anything to add under new business?
No?
No? Comments from the audience? Mary?
Yes, I was going to ask you, was this just last week that you were going through the park while the kids were on spring break, or was this?
It's an ongoing process for me. I ride my bicycle through there a lot, and I've been down there in my vehicle a
Is
lot.
it
So
during school hours? Should these kids be in
No.
school?
No, it's been like for 3 to 4 weeks.
it's in the evening. I don't
Okay.
go during the day because I work outside of Beech Grove. It's just during the evening hours and on the weekends, which is when they should be there. That's.
Well, yeah, that's why I was wondering if it was just last week.
Yeah,
when
I don't know
it was
about
away.
I don't know about that. I do know that the police department has increased their patrols through the park, so they're going there on a more regular basis, instead of every 12 minutes, every 10 minutes. I don't know what their schedule is, so I can't say, but they have assured us that they have increased the patrols.
Have you ever got out and just talked to the kids about keeping the park clean and?
Yeah, and they're teenagers, and they'll say sure,
Yeah.
as they're dropping their gum wrapper, walking back across the bridge, So. And that they're teenagers. It's just programming. Everybody
Is there a
needs
trash
to be.
container over by the skate park?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There's actually one inside the skate park.
Oh,
It's not close, but-
And there's some along the parking lot. There's some in the shelters. There are trash containers in the shelters, so, there's plenty of opportunity to use them. It's just, and it's not always kids, I know some adults that are pretty sloppy, I'll call it,
Trashy.
and leave their,
Yeah, all I have to do is just go behind my back of my house and I can find beer bottles and everything else. I got a whole trash bag full one day.
That was
There's
Tom.
Tom.
Oh, is that
There's-
Tom?
Yeah, he said he was sorry under
I'm
his.
sorry.
There are
You
a
do
couple
better
of,
next time to hit the neighbor's yard.
there are a couple of
Don't want to be
vehicles.
caught with them myself.
There are a couple of vehicles that seem to be repeat visitors to the park that we're kind of trying to keep our eyes on. Some of us know
You
who
know
they are,
those.
so, they like to speed. We don't want them speeding. The park speed limit's 10, and we have speed bumps. Those are like moguls sometimes.
These aren't moving.
So, that was that. Any other questions or?
I'd like to know how many employees full are part-time the park department has?
420.
I don't know if Andrew can answer that, I don't know.
I mean, I would like some real figures.
Okay. The original plan was to take on a larger mower this year, and with that mower, we were gonna be able to cut out an extra person. Mayor and Sam, they decided to bring back Dick Boschen this year, and Dick Boschen has decided to not continue working. He worked for, I think, 3 weeks for us, and he decided to not continue working after that. So right now, it is myself, and we have some of the public works guys helping me cut grass and things right now. We do have some college students who are coming back the 1st of May that are going to be helping out in the park. We have 2 college students coming back, and also Sam and I are also looking at a couple other prospective employees to take on part-time.
Okay, how many do you have full-time paid and part-time paid?
Full-time,
Assuming, going to the
Okay.
summer, you know.
okay, full-time paid right now, the only person we have in the park is myself.
One,
Okay,
so
right.
there's one full-time.
Right, there's no part-time people in the park right now. Like I said, we're using the public works people until some of the college students get out. We're gonna take
So
on
you
a
have
couple
other
of
people
college students.
helping, but it's just,
Right,
And I've seen you on a mower.
yeah, stuck. There's a lot of wet ground out there.
We're
Can
gonna-
those, picnic tables be rolled,
Rolled?
picked up
I
and
think
rolled?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
still have to pick the
Yes.
thing up,
One
and it's,
person can do that.
they're pretty heavy.
They're awful heavy, I try to move them like.
They're the,
when we've had
yeah,
parks
they're not
and
your
everything.
cheap, you know,
Yeah,
Menards,
they're
pick-
strong.
well, I don't wanna use the name. They're not an inexpensive table that you could pick up at your home,
Center.
home center.
Yeah.
They're pretty darn heavy
Yes.
tables.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in moving one, but I'm sure if you were determined, someone could flip it over and roll it, like you say, and
We
side over
had-
side.
We had one, and it was a huge one that my dad built, but in order to move it off the slab to clean, you can roll it over. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I didn't,
We,
I didn't do any of that down
You didn't want to clean down
We
there.
were getting to that.
there. I could tell by the.
Thank you for clarifying that.
the table that was in the creek on Saturday, there's a couple kids coming out of the shelter time, and we were removing that table. And I was talking with them a little bit about it and asked what they knew of anybody who was doing it and such, but the 2 kids did offer to help the table, and I went ahead and let them help, me move
Good.
the table. Just an opportunity to let them
Good. Did they go out in the creek
do
and
the
get
work
it,
as well.
or
No,
did you have it
I
up?
was the one who got to put on the waders, but yeah, they did help carry it back and things, so.
That's it. I don't have anything else. No other news, no other business. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I hear there's a duck hunting thing going on.
So moved. I'll
So
second.
All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried. We're adjourned.